Let's move on from something incredible that's happening right now in Dubai, which of course is Expo, to something incredible that's going to happen in 2023. The UAE will host COP28. So the final deals of COP26 were announced last night. It's happening in Glasgow. And you may or may not be aware that some last minute disappointment regarding rephrasing. So they talk about coal use, and the plan was in the final deal it said we're going to cut it out, and then the rephrasing by a couple of countries rephrased it to we're going to cut it down. So there is a little bit of disappointment there at COP26. However, overall, they're looking at, let's say, for example, naturally determined contributions of over 80% global emissions. There are a lot of positives happening there, and those conversations happening will hopefully determine real change to avoid catastrophic climate change. And the UAE is showing its commitment to the cause by hosting COP28 in 2023. So this was announced. It's massive for the UAE. The UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, that's the UNFCCC, will officially announce that the UAE will host the 28th conference in 2023. Nearly 200 countries are expected to gather again, and it's a concerted action to cap global greenhouse gas emissions and unite people together against climate change. And it's not just uniting people, by the way. This is the biggies, the big industries, the coal, the gas, the oil, everything. It's the big industries. So what decisions they make the massive changes. So I think from COP26, they said that most countries have agreed to get down to zero net emissions by 2050. Those are the big decisions that need to happen for climate change to see real impact on climate change. So the fact that the UAE is hosting it is a great commitment from our side to get there.
That's brilliant and so needed. Now, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, said COP28 in 2023 will and must be Solutions COP. And I am confident that the rich experience of this young, inclusive nation in advancing practical, viable and shareable solutions to the world's most pressing challenges will again come to the fore as we host the world for the UN Climate Change Conference in 2 years' time. Now, the UAE Net Zero by 2050 strategic initiative announced earlier this year shows our own unwavering commitment to promoting climate action. Further, in new investment commitments and partnerships, we are illustrating our determination to support the world in addressing climate change. And yeah, so I really honestly think this is brilliant for Dubai to have this conversation, the UAE to get on this forum. And it's so needed right now with just seeing everything happening around the world, from earthquakes to tsunamis, floods. Like, these are all results of climate change. And just like world hunger, droughts, there's so much. If we take the right steps towards climate change, we can be preventing ourselves from such a catastrophic future. So this is such a needed conversation.
Yeah, true. And it's signing those deals to make it happen by the guys up top. So more of that, please.
And the UAE is really taking so many steps to becoming more sustainable. Now, if we just look at Expo 2020, like the whole I think idea behind it is to have sustainable pavilions, promote sustainability, and just the solar power, like the sustainable pavilion, it's all solar powered. And it's like you can see the UAE is taking initiatives and now having that conversation with global leaders and pushing it, like really pushing the agenda of combating climate change.
100%.
It's amazing. Moving on to South